Hey everyone, this is Jasmine. I'm a Reiki and Mental Alchemy practitioner. My Instagram handle is Sun Pluto Alchemist. And if you would like to find out more about me or what I do, I'm gonna leave my details below so you can check them out. So today's format is just gonna be a little bit different. So basically what happened was I was actually going back to, edit my own videos and stuff. And I kind of actually don't really like the quality of the way I articulate. I feel like I wasn't quite on point. I feel like I wasn't direct enough. I feel like there was a lot of filler words that I use. So I kind of like went down this rabbit hole of researching and trying to understand, why do I talk like that? Is there any way that I can improve? Yada yada. And in the end, I came up with this plan of wanting to structure my thoughts more. I feel like part of it came from I sort of have an idea every time before I do a video that this is the topic I'm gonna talk about, this is a theme I'm gonna talk about. But to be honest, I didn't really structure my thoughts and I didn't really like prepare content. And even when I do prepare content, they are gonna be like in point forms, and I still feel like it's not really up to mark. And I honestly even feel icky when I'm listening back to them. So I was chatting with my friend Sabrina, who does content online as well, a different format from me. But I'm actually really excited that she said that she's gonna put out her YouTube channel videos and content, longer form contents, I would say. And if you are hearing this, I'm really excited. So anyway, I came to a conclusion that part of it is because I didn't really structure my thoughts before I record a video and stuff. So I decided to write them out first on my blog, or rather on my website, before I make the content. And it just didn't go in the direction that I was expecting. When I write or when I do videos, thoughts just flow out, content just flow out of me, and sometimes it didn't even go in the direction that I was expecting. And in this case, I actually wanted to write something and then it went an entirely different direction. And I was trying to, look through my own article, my own blog, and try to like inspire myself, remember, structure my own thoughts before I do this video. But it felt like it's more of like a content for reading than actually a content for articulating, verbalizing it out. So I got inspired. So there's this guy called Joey. I'm probably gonna leave the details below because I can't remember his full name. So I chanced upon him on Instagram, and what he does is he usually write poems and he read them out in his Instagram. And I really love them a lot because of course when you read poems, they are like filled with emotions and the feelings and stuff like that behind. But when he read it out, it felt more so like I felt even more of the emotions and feelings to it. So today I decided to read out what I wrote. So, you can just off the camera if you're on YouTube Premium and stuff, or just you don't have to stare at me because I'm gonna read out from my screen through from my iPad. So I would really appreciate if you give it a go and then you let me know how you feel. Should I do more of such content? Because I really do enjoy writing, and probably this is the first time I'm gonna read it out like an audiobook format. So here it goes. If you are reading this, hi. I apologize for the lack of poses. It has been quite a journey showing up online. Before I start my own offering, I had almost given up showing up online. But did I actually give up? Or I just did not try? Probably the latter. I haven't been expressing myself for a very long time. I used to actually. Ever since online diary, journal, blog came into existence on the internet, I had one. In fact, Most of my friends had one. And of course, I had a Friendster account too. Yes, I am that old. Then Facebook came into existence. I used to write, probably mindlessly. I never really knew if people were reading my blog, but now thinking back, I never really cared that much. That was way before likes and comments existed. But amongst our own friends, we kind of know we are reading each other's blog. In fact, rather than just fearing no one reads my blog, I was more afraid of the judgmental eyes of those who were reading it. Fast forward to social media that included likes and comments into their platform. Things got way more complicated too fast. My fears and thoughts were oscillating between I am too vanilla for anyone to bother about me, and they saw it and they are gonna judge me for it. And sometimes, I am too inconsiderate to be seeking attention. I am taking away their precious time. It makes sense now that I get my doubts or thoughts now in a row. Back then, all I felt was anxiety creating any content. And the anxiety paralyzes me even more so when I was about to click the post button. Eventually, things just organically faded off. I stopped social media entirely. I mean, I wasn't relying on it to make a living anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But what the big deal was, I didn't realize I was giving in to my anxiety. I didn't realize I was letting my anxiety win, letting it register in my body that showing up is dangerous. And on top of that, I started deleting all of the poses I posted in the past that had my face on it. I thought I was practicing social media hygiene. Well, I was in a way. But it was actually my anxiety influencing me in the background, keeping myself even safe, at the same time, informing me that, hey, showing up is dangerous and is threatening. It's time to pull back even more. So when I needed to put out my offering, I panicked. I wasn't even joking. Anxiety immediately flooded my body, and my mind immediately showed me, pointing me to all sorts of ways social media was not needed to do this. If people in the 80s can do it without showing up, so can you. You can get referrals, you know. And it stopped there because even my mind couldn't think of any more ideas, even though it was very determined to stop me. Then it changed its strategy. You will get crucified. Your gossipy and judgy ex-colleagues are gonna find out and laugh behind your back. Your relatives are gonna start questioning you. And you're gonna bring shame to your family and yourself. I have to admit that the list seems to be longer here. But I know I had to start showing up. If not, my entrepreneurship journey is just gonna end here. And more importantly, at the back of my mind, amongst all of these anxious thoughts, is that I know I have deep-seated trauma with showing up that I need to seriously look at and work through. And so I set the intention to work through it, probably since June or July last year. And it had been quite a painful journey. On the surface, it seems, how tough can it be, right? Take a photo, write some stuff, and click post. Beneath the surface, it was like, am I gonna get crucified for this photo? Am I gonna get likes or comments? And if I don't get likes or comments, does it say something about me and my self-worth? And when my inner critic attacked me too hard, my mental and emotional body gets exhausted. And when I couldn't do this anymore, my second inner critic started kicking in. Is it wise to take a break? The algorithm is gonna think you're not doing enough and stop pushing your content out. You are weak, aren't you? Just look at your friend XYZ doing this consistently and effortlessly. Why can't you? Hurry up, do something, like anything. I couldn't keep track of the number of times I fell off the wagon, and the duration of me off the wagon was significantly longer on it. I posted one time, and I took a month to recuperate. It was an excruciating journey. The journey was akin to a seemingly calm ocean with a crazy and out of control undercurrent, but it slowly shifted. Not unlike watching a traveling snail, it doesn't seem like it's moving, and you stop watching because you get bored. But before you know it, you suddenly remember the existence of the snail, and you turn your head to check on it, and hey, it's at a different place. The break became from a month to fortnight. I was posting photos with my face instead of just words. I was making reels. I was writing from my heart. I was exploring YouTube videos. I was not crushing as intensely as I used to from my inner critic. Maybe sugar crash instead? I stopped asking what do people want to see and started asking, what do I have to say? I never thought I'll get here to, if I'm being honest. I thought I'll be struggling with it for the rest of my life. As I worked through them like that snail, my reality started to shift as well. When I posted my first reel, I was met with a rude and mindless comment, though I know it harbor no ill intention. Why you posting so much, ah? You influencer now, is it? Now, I'm surrounded by a circle of supportive friends who are doing the same thing, showing up authentically and showing each other love, support, and encouragement, and inspiring one another at the same time. When I reflect on my reality, that is when I know I'm doing something right. Funnily enough, I started out wanting to write about something else, about control actually, gonna be the next blog. But I guess this piece of me wanted to flow out. I guess what I want to say the most is, with time, almost everything is possible. While we are sitting or standing, I don't want to assume, chancing upon this blog or this video, looking at this one thing, seeing it from where you are right now, thinking that it's impossible. The only question I want to leave you with is, or is it? Given time, is it even impossible to move forward, even just an inch? You can do this. That's the end of my article. I'm gonna leave the link below to it as well if you prefer reading it or you just want to look at it. Let me know how you find this format. I really enjoy writing, but it's not something, when it's written, it always comes out differently than when I'm having kind of like a conversational kind of video. So let me know if you enjoy that. This is Jasmine. I'm a Reiki and Mental Alchemy practitioner. My Instagram is sunplutoalchemist. You can check out my details below. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.